Hey guys, Cody here with a brand new Proto Tech Tip. Today I'm going to show you how to sketch a mating fillet to a bend radius. So we've already discussed in a previous video why it is a great idea to make sure you have a matching fillet that fits underneath a bend radius. So in this tech tip I'm actually going to show you how to perform this sketch feature to keep them constrained to each other. So there are a few different ways to actually do this. You could use your simple fillet feature and add in a fillet with a measurement that matches the bend radius. But I would not recommend doing it this way because once you apply the fillet with a certain radius, that value will always remain until you manually change it. If you update the bend radius, the matching fillet will not update with it. So I'm going to show you the best practice for how to actually perform this operation. So on my screen, I have a simple U-shaped enclosure. This is a perfect example of needing a matching fillet underneath your bend rad. You can see here that the corners of the base are still sharp and are actually digging into the cover bend radius. So the first thing you want to do when you have a corner fitting underneath the bend radius is to check your clearance between your parts. You want to make sure that you have at least 0.010 of an inch of clearance between them. This is to account for any bend tolerances as well as powder coat coverage. We have a really helpful Proto Tech tip about tolerances, so I'd recommend watching that as well. It's linked below in the description. So once you've determined your clearances are good, the next step would be to create a sketch on the part that is fitting underneath the bend radius. Once you're in your sketch, you would then want to draw a quick circle. This circle will then be constrained tangent to the top and left edges. After your circle is constrained tangent, you then want to convert entities on the top and left edge. This will turn those edges into a usable sketch line. Once you have the edges converted, you can now trim out the extra lines that you don't need. The goal here is to end up with a sketch that looks just like this. You can see the top and left lines are black now, which means they are fully constrained, but the arc is still left blue or unconstrained. This is because it now needs a value applied to it. Instead of placing a dimension on there that matches the bend radius, we're actually going to click the arc, then click the bend radius above it, and make them equal to each other. After doing so, you will notice all the segments of the sketch are now black. So you can now go ahead and cut extrude this area through the part, resulting in a perfectly matching fillet. The main benefit of this feature is that if you ever need to change the bend radius value, this fillet will automatically adjust with it, resulting in a perfectly fitting part every time. That's all for this week's Proto Tech Tip. If you have any questions or want to see a specific design tip in the future, let us know in the comments. So we're here for you if you have custom parts or enclosures that you need quickly. Check out our website to learn more about everything that we can do. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week for another Tech Tip.